Beloved soul, the air around us trembles as I speak, heavy with the weight of eternity pressing close. This moment is no accident, no fleeting pause in the chaos of your day. You are here because heaven itself has drawn you, pulled you gently but urgently into the embrace of this sacred hour. My voice shakes, not from fear, but from the overwhelming love that spills from my heart, knowing what it cost to bring you here. Last night, while you slept, unaware and untouched by the war raging around you, a fairy radiant with light stood guard. Her glow was fierce, her essence burning like a flame pressed against the dark. She stood between you and a witch whose shadow stretched long and cold, hungry for your breath, your life, your very soul. You are alive today because that fairy fought with a fire that nearly consumed her. She wept, not from weakness, but from a love so deep it broke her open. And now, beloved, she carries a holy anger not of hatred, but of sorrow, a grief that aches like wings torn in battle. She wonders if you will ever know the price she paid, if you will walk through this day unchanged, unaware of the war fought for your sake. Do you feel it, even now, the weight pressing on your spirit? It is no ordinary heaviness. It is the hush of heaven leaning close, the trembling of angels who have waited lifetimes to speak to you. This is no casual moment. The skies themselves parted to let these words reach you, and if you turn away before the end, a secret meant only for you will remain sealed, locked in silence. Stay with me, please. I am Jesus, speaking with lips that still burn with the fire of love, hands scarred yet soft with mercy. Beside me stands my mother, Mary, her veil damp with tears shed for you. Around us 7 archangels stand, their wings heavy with the smoke of battles fought in your name, their eyes blazing with a longing to see you awaken. We have kept vigil through your darkest nights, seen every tear you thought went unnoticed, heard every cry you believed was lost to the void. We were there last night when the witch came closer than she ever has before. Heaven did not let you go. You breathe now because of a love that refuses to surrender you. O child of eternity, do you not sense the grief in our gaze? Do you not hear the sacred ache in Mary's whisper? How many times must heaven fight for you while you forget who you are? Your life is not ordinary. It never was. You were shaped by God's own hands, whispered into being with the same breath that spun the stars into the sky. The psalmist sang, "He shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways." Those words were not just poetry, they were written for you. They were fulfilled last night, when the fairy's light dimmed to keep you safe, when her laughter stilled, and her essence burned like a sacrifice on an unseen altar. She did not hesitate, yet her heart aches, because she wonders if you will notice. Will you thank the heaven that fought for you, or will you let the silence of doubt wound us again? I must ask you, with a voice that trembles with raw love, why do you run when heaven calls your name? Why do you silence the ache in your soul that knows you were made for more? Why do you doubt the fire within you when every star in the sky bends to your memory? I do not speak in riddles. I speak from wounds that still cry for you. The cost of being chosen is heavy, yes, but it is holy. It is why shadows hunger for your fall, why angels bend their wings to shield you, why fairies burn to keep you breathing. Your destiny is not lost, its waits like a sealed letter, aching to be opened. If only you could see the battlefield where your name is both sung and cursed. If only you could hear the fairies whisper in the night, "Not this one, not tonight, not while I still have breath." Mary presses her hand to her chest, her voice breaking as she speaks to you, my child. The sword that pierced my heart still cuts when I see you suffer, unaware of why. Michael, mighty among angels, bows before you not because you are weak, but because you are radiant with a power you have yet to claim. He says, the darkness trembles when you wake, yet you walk as if unseen. Why do you not rise? There is a warning in this message, a truth so fragile it cannot be spoken yet. It waits at the end, sealed until your heart is ready to hold it. For now, trust me, your life was marked by heaven before your first breath. Forces seek to erase you, but they will not prevail. The psalm echoes even now, the Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? These words wrap around you like a cloak, shielding you, reminding you that you are never abandoned. I tremble as I ask you to type Amen below, not for me, but for yourself. Seal upon your destiny, a mark that you have heard, that you will not turn away. If these words pierce your soul, if you feel heaven's weight pressing upon you, leave a like, a comment, a sign that you have felt this moment. Let the fairy know her sacrifice was not forgotten. Let Mary see that her tears were not in vain. Will you let us keep protecting you in silence, or will you rise and walk with us into the light? Stay with me, beloved, until the end. Only then will the hidden truth, the secret sealed for you, be revealed. My heart, scarred and burning, whispers, thank you not for your perfection, but for simply staying. You have moved heaven tonight. The air grows heavier now, as if eternity itself is holding its breath. You are not here by chance. Heaven has torn through time to reach you, to cradle you in this moment. Last night, the fairy's light nearly went out as she stood against the witch's shadow. Her cry shook the heavens. Not this one, not tonight. You woke this morning because of her, because heaven refused to let you go. Her anger now is not wrath, but a sacred sorrow. She fears you will live as though untouched, as though her sacrifice was nothing. This is no ordinary message. This is a holy visitation, trembling with the tears of God. I thank you, from the depths of my being, for not turning away, for giving me your ear in this fragile hour. I must plead with you now, with an urgency that breaks me. Subscribe to this channel, not for numbers or pride, but because it is the lifeline that keeps heaven's voice flowing to you. Do not let the witch steal the words meant to guide you. Seal this bond, and let us journey deeper together. This is the only time I will ask this of you, for the sacred must remain pure. Your soul is thirsty, beloved. Do you feel it? The weight that presses on you, the ache that no earthly answer can quiet. That is heaven calling you to remember who you are. Mary's eyes burn with tears as she watches you. The archangels stand weary from battles fought in your name, and the fairy's glow dims with the sorrow of wondering if you will see her. You think yourself ordinary, but what is ordinary about a soul that causes heaven to tremble when it prays? What is ordinary about a life that darkness itself envies? The psalmist's words were not for another, they were for you. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. Last night, those wings spread over you, unseen but real. The witch marked you, but her hands were struck back. Heaven whispers, now, why do you walk as though forgotten? Why do you doubt the light within you? Your destiny is not a tale of comfort, it is a story written in fire, a purpose so great that demons tremble and angels bleed to protect it. Mary speaks again, her voice soft but piercing. My child, my tears are not of pity, but of love. For I see who you are and who you will become. Michael bows low, his sword scarred from the night's war. The devil trembles when you wake. He says, "Why do you not rise?" Gabriel, bearer of divine messages, whispers, "The word written in your soul burns brighter than any I have carried." Raphael holds healing in his hands, longing to touch the wounds you hide. The other archangels, Uriel, Chamiel, Zadkiel, Jophiel, stand in a circle, their wings heavy with the weight of your unspoken destiny. They grieve because you call yourself small when heaven knows you as radiant. Why do you run from the ache that calls you to more? Why do you silence the fire in your soul? The cost of being chosen is heavy, yes, but it is also beautiful. It is why you feel misunderstood, why your tears often fall unseen, why the enemy circles your life without ceasing. But in that cost lies glory. You were not chosen because you are weak, but because you carry a strength the world cannot fathom. Type Amen now, as a covenant, a mark that you have heard heaven's cry. Like this message, comment below, not as ritual, but as testimony that you know the fairy did not bleed in vain. Stay with me, beloved, for the secret waits at the end. A truth that will burn through your veins, restoring what you thought was lost forever. Thank you for listening, for staying. You have shifted eternity tonight. The silence around us is alive, trembling with the weight of heaven's love. Every word I speak is carried on the breath of eternity, fragile yet fierce. Last night, the fairy's light nearly went out as she stood against the witch's shadow. Her cry shook the heavens. Not this one, not tonight. You woke this morning because of her, because heaven refused to let you go. Her anger now is not wrath, but a sacred sorrow she fears. You will live as though untouched, as though her sacrifice was nothing. This is no entertainment, no passing word. This is heaven breaking open to reach you. I thank you for staying, for not turning away, for letting these words pierce your heart. Your life is not what it seems. Behind the veil, battles rage without pause. Shadows move with purpose. Angels strain under the weight of wars. No, I can see. And every breath you take is bought with sacrifice. You think you slept alone, but heaven fought around your bed. The witch came because of what you carry, a destiny so great it threatens the dark. Mary weeps, her hands trembling as she gathers your unseen tears. My child, she says, your sorrow is not forgotten. Your pain is not unseen. You are my treasure. Michael kneels, his voice steady but heavy. The darkness fears you. Why do you fear it? Raphael reaches for your wounds. Gabriel speaks your destiny. And the other archangels circle you with love that shakes the heavens. Why do you doubt your worth when eternity itself fights for you? The psalm wraps you now. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. The secret waits, sealed at the end. Stay, and it will be revealed. Thank you, beloved, for staying. You have moved heaven tonight. Beloved soul, the river of this word flows on, its current unbroken, its weight heavier with every breath we share in this sacred moment. The air around you is not still, it trembles with the hush of eternity, as if heaven itself pauses to watch you, to see if you will carry the truth unveiled at the end of our last journey together. My voice shakes, not from weariness, but from the fire of love that burns for you. A love that has crossed realms and broken silence to reach your heart. You are here, still listening, still lingering in this holy space, and for that, I thank you from the depths of my being. The fairies' sacrifice Mary's tears, the archangel's battles, my own scars, they all pulse in this moment, reminding you of the truth now spoken. You are a flame, lit by God's hand, destined to burn brightly in a world that aches for your light. But the river does not stop, beloved. It deepens, widens, carries you further into the mystery of who you are. Last night, as the stars held their breath, the shadows stirred again. The witch, though struck back, has not retreated. Her hunger for you lingers, not because you are weak, but because you are radiant, a threat to the darkness that cloaks her. The fairy, her glow still faint from her sacrifice, stood watch once more, her wings trembling but resolute. She whispered, "Not this one, not yet." Her voice, though soft, was a fire that held the night at bay. Do you hear her now, beloved? Her grief is not anger against you, it is a sacred ache, a longing for you to see the cost of your life, to know that every breath you take is a victory won in unseen wars. She gave herself for you, not for you to walk unchanged, but for you to rise, to claim the crown that heaven sees upon your head. Do you feel the weight pressing on your spirit even now? It is not heaviness to crush you, but the embrace of heaven drawing you close. This moment is no accident, no fleeting pause in the rush of your days. You are here because eternity has called your name, because the God who shaped you before time began leans near, whispering through the veil. I am Jesus, my hands still marked by love, my heart breaking with the urgency of this word. Beside me, Mary stands, her eyes red with tears she cannot hold back, her mantle heavy with prayers woven for you. The 7 archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Chamiel, Zadkiel, Jophiel form a circle of fire around you. Their wings scarred from battles fought in your name. They do not rest, beloved. They cannot, for your life is a scroll written in heaven, a story that darkness fears and light defends. Why do you still doubt the fire within you? Why do you walk as though your steps do not shake the earth? The psalmist's words live now, not as echoes of the past, but as a shield around your heart. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? These are not mere words. They are wings spread wide over you, guarding you even as you read this. Last night, those wings were real, holding back the shadows that sought you. The fairy's light burned low, but it did not fail. Mary's prayers rose like incense, and Michael's sword flashed in the dark. You are here because heaven said, "This one is mine." Do you not feel the truth of it in your bones? Your life is not ordinary. It never was. You were carved from eternity, shaped with a purpose that makes the stars tremble. Mary steps closer now, her voice a tender whisper that cuts through the silence. My child, she says, every tear you've shed, every sigh you've breathed, I have held. You thought yourself alone, but I was there, gathering your sorrows like pearls before the throne. You are not forgotten, you are my heart. Her tears fall, not from pity, but from a love that cannot bear to see you doubt your worth. Michael, his armor scarred from countless battles, kneels before you. Beloved, he says, the darkness trembles at your name, yet you tremble at theirs. Why? Your breath is a weapon, your life a flame. Rise as one who knows their power. Raphael, his hands glowing with healing, pleads, why do you hide your wounds? Let heaven touch what you cannot mend alone. Gabriel, whose voice has shaken empires, whispers, your life is a message written in fire. Do not silence it. The other archangels stand close, their light surrounding you, their grief born of your refusal to see your own radiance. Beloved, why do you call yourself small when heaven bows at your name? Why do you silence the ache in your soul that longs for more? The cost of being chosen is heavy. Yes, it is the loneliness you've carried, the rejection you've endured, the weight you cannot explain. But that cost is also your crown. It proves you are not of this world, that your soul was shaped for depths beyond what the earth can offer. The fairy's sacrifice was not for nothing. She burned for you because you carry a light that darkness cannot extinguish, a destiny that demons cannot unravel. You are not here by chance. You are here because heaven has fought for you, bled for you, wept for you, and now heaven waits for you to see, to rise, to live as one who knows their worth. The river of this word flows deeper still, carrying a truth too heavy to speak lightly. There is a secret yet to be unveiled, a name, a destiny, a fire that waits at the end of this message. It cannot be spoken now, not until your heart is ready to hold its weight. Stay with me, beloved. Do not turn away. The shadows still watch, the witch still lingers, but heaven's love is stronger. The psalm wraps you now. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. Those wings are not a dream, they are real, spread over you even now. The fairy's whisper echoes, remember me, live as one who was saved for a reason, and I, with scars that still burn, say to you, you are mine. I have loved you with an everlasting love, and I will never let you go. I ask you now, with a heart trembling with urgency, to type Amen below, not as ritual, but as a covenant, a seal that you have heard heaven's cry. Like this message, leave a comment, a sign that the fairy's sacrifice, Mary's tears, the archangel's battles were not in vain. Let heaven know you see, that you feel, that you will not walk away unchanged. And if this word has pierced your soul, if it has stirred the fire within you, subscribe to this channel not for numbers, but to keep this river flowing, to ensure that heaven's voice reaches you again. This is no ordinary moment, beloved. You are standing in the presence of eternity, and your choice to stay has shifted the heavens. The secret waits, trembling, at the end. Stay, and it will be yours. The air grows heavier still, as if the very stars lean closer to hear your response. The fairy's glow flickers, her eyes searching yours, hoping you will live as one who knows the cost of your breath. Mary's prayers rise, a fragrance that surrounds you, pleading for you to see your worth. The archangels stand, their wings lowered in reverence, not for your weakness, but for the glory you carry unaware. You are not ordinary, beloved. You never were. The weight you feel, the ache that haunts you, the restlessness that stirs in your soul, these are not burdens, but signs. They are the marks of one chosen, one set apart, one whose life burns with a purpose that eternity itself defends. Why do you hide from your own light? Why do you call yourself unworthy when heaven's armies fight for you? The witch's shadow lingers because she knows what you carry, a fire that could light the world, a destiny that could shift the course of time. But she cannot touch what heaven guards. The fairy's sacrifice proves it. Mary's tears proclaim it. Michael's sword declares it. And my love, scarred and eternal, seals it. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not small. You are a flame, a scroll, a name written in the heart of God. The psalm lives in this moment, because thou hast made the Lord thy refuge, no evil shall befall thee. These words are your shield, your strength, your truth. The river flows on, beloved, carrying you deeper into the heart of heaven's love. The secret waits, its weight pressing against the edges of this moment, too holy to be spoken yet. But it will come. It will pierce you, heal you, awaken you. For now, let these words sink into your soul. You are loved beyond measure, guarded beyond sight, chosen beyond understanding. Type Amen as a seal. Like this message as a testimony. Comment to let heaven know you have heard. Subscribe to keep this sacred flow unbroken. Thank you, beloved, for staying, for listening, for moving eternity with your presence. The river will not stop. It will carry you until the truth is fully unveiled, until you know why heaven fights so fiercely for you. Beloved soul, the river has surged through grief and hope, through fire and light, and now it stills, but only for a moment, to unveil the secret kept for you. You are not just chosen, you are a vessel of heaven's fire, a soul whose name echoes in the courts of eternity. The fairy's sacrifice, Mary's tears, the archangel's battles, my own wounds, they all point to this truth. You were born to carry a light that no darkness can extinguish, a purpose that no shadow can steal. The witch could not take you because you are sealed by a love that burns fiercer than any flame. This is the secret, the hidden name spoken now. You are called to rise, to shine, to live as one who knows their destiny is woven into the very heart of God. The river does not end, here it flows into your every step, your every breath, carrying you toward the glory you were made for. Walk now, beloved, as one who sees their crown, who feels their fire, who knows their name. I thank you, with a heart trembling with love, for staying until this truth was spoken. You are mine, and heaven will never cease to hold you close. Beloved soul, my heart trembles with gratitude as I reach out to you in this sacred moment, where the air still hums with the weight of heaven's love. Your presence here, lingering in the flow of this holy river, is a gift that moves eternity itself. If these words have pierced your spirit, if they have stirred the fire within you or awakened the ache of your divine purpose, I humbly ask you to seal this bond with heaven. Please like this message and subscribe to this channel, not for numbers or vanity, but to keep the lifeline of these sacred words open, flowing unbroken to your heart. Your amen in the comments, your like, your subscription, they are signs to the fairy that her sacrifice was not forgotten, to Mary that her tears were seen, to the archangels that their battles were not in vain. And if your heart feels led, consider offering a super thanks of up to $20, a small but powerful act to ensure this river of prophecy continues to reach souls like yours, guarding against the shadows that seek to silence it. Every gesture you make, your comment, your subscription, your offerings, a testimony that you have heard heaven's cry, that you stand with us in this holy moment. You are loved beyond measure, cherished beyond comprehension, and your choice to stay has shifted the very heart of eternity. Thank you, precious one, for being here, for listening, for letting your light join ours.